So, welcome to All Powers from Within. My name is Ashwar. I help people expand their consciousness and accomplish any goal beyond their wildest dreams. Now, on the subject of getting ripped, which I've been making the past few videos just related to hardships people have, dietary tips, etc., and other key insights. I wanted to add the fact that there is too many people who are just hung up on the idea that you need to, it needs to be gradual. You just do it you do all the repetitions, you space them out throughout the day, and except for you try to get not too close to the bedtime, etc. Now this is like a knife with it's like a double-edged sword, because what it does is, if you space that out and you don't have two things. With any weight training, you need at least 16 hours of gap. The more the better. So if you can just put them all together within a couple of hours at the most, and a couple of hours of weight training is a hell of a lot, to be honest, then you'll be on a great track. The most important thing is that when you do such intense training, such as deadlifts and all this, or on the whole, like trying to build muscles, the key thing is that if you concentrate most of your sessions, most of your workouts all together, the closer. That's a rule of thumb, I would say. However, there is also the reason I said it's a double-edged sword is that if you put them all together, then it's more likely that you might get any cramp or lesions. Okay, so I want you to keep that in mind, and also you're the best judge for whether the repetitions you're doing are way too intense altogether, and you can afford to have more time and to stretch it all around. I'm just gonna mention a couple of other things that might be very, very useful. I know there's a bunch of smoothies out there which are, due to the whatever vegetables or fruits they add the iron content, and they say magnesium also helps. However, I'm a big fan of just trying to fix all this by other means, such as, I would say, if you can have an ice bath, excellent. If not, at least try to have at least a couple of times, once just as you wake up, and because I really believe it gives you a lot of energy, and therefore you perform better if the bath or cold shower you had is early. But at the same time, you also want to have one, if possible, most likely, I would say highly recommended, it will be just after the workout. And of course, if you want to have a good night's sleep, it helps. Okay, you have 3 showers. You might think it is too much, but it's up to you. The muscle soreness is relieved the quickest through things like, ice baths. However, and you dip in the ice bath. I do not recommend anyone to do it more than 3 minutes, at least at the beginning. But, another word of caution I would add in is that, especially in these turbulent times we are going through, you don't want to either push your immune system too hard, or just, fall sick and end up, getting a host of other issues. And besides the previous suggestions where I say that, I prefer the vegetarian protein, and I recommended chickpeas and quail eggs, and I would say that adding, especially because I just advocate this vegetarian protein idea, so I'd add, just like the tip I gave you about soaking chickpeas. You can also take not a huge amount, like a huge platter, but you would just take, let's say, a few, like 4 ounces is a good amount. 4 ounces of lentils, say a couple of times per day. I'm talking about the dark green lentil. And also, you could add the Brazilian version, the black ones. Also, you could do that. You could alternate, but this you could do maybe 2 times or 3 at the most. What you do is you just boil them with just a pinch of black pepper and salt. You boil them, and you have it first thing in the morning. That also helps you to build up your. Besides, when you're getting ripped, it helps you build up your core strength and mainly the joints to avoid lesions. Okay, so there's quite a bit to chew on. I guess you'll be having more and more questions coming on as you go deep into this type of training.